So all day today, we are diving into the debate over medical marijuana in Tennessee. Supporters say it could be a driving force for the economy, creating jobs and providing the state millions of dollars in tax revenues. Our Washington correspondent Drew Petrimoulx finds that in states where it is legal, cannabis businesses face a slew of hurdles.
In 1982, Congress passed an amendment to federal tax code in response to a case involving a Minnesota drug dealer.
Filed for a bunch of business deductions for his cocaine, methamphetamine, marijuana business.
The IRS denied the deductions, but the drug dealer went to court and won. Congress responded by adding Section 280E to the tax code.
It essentially says if you traffic in a Schedule I or Schedule II controlled substance that's illegal under state or federal law, you may not take any standard business deductions outside of the true cost of goods sold.
Larger container.
Fast forward 35 years, and 29 states plus the District of Columbia have legalized marijuana for some users. Jeffrey Kahn is a 65-year-old rabbi who owns the Tacoma Wellness Center in D.C. He got in the medical marijuana business after watching his father-in-law suffer for decades with multiple sclerosis.
It made a huge difference for him. It helped with muscle spasms. It helped with neuropathic pain.
But after 5 years in the business, Kahn says it hasn't been the cash cow many people assume.
It's really complicated, and I must say we haven't quite mastered the turn the profit part yet.
Kahn says one of the major obstacles is tax code 280E.
Rent and employees' salaries and everything else that the average business is able to take off their taxes, we can't.
Industry experts say 280E hits marijuana businesses with tax rates that can be double what other businesses pay. But efforts to create an exemption have stalled in Congress.
Right now, the science doesn't show what people are saying.
Tennessee Congressman and candidate for governor Diane Black opposes loosening marijuana laws at the federal or state level until she sees more evidence of its effectiveness as a drug.
This is not something that we ought to do in the state of Tennessee.
And until there's change, the decades-old law will continue to make business tough for those trying to turn one kind of green into another. In Washington, I'm Drew Petrimoulx.
There are bipartisan bills in both the House and Senate to end the high tax rates for marijuana businesses, but so far hearings on the bills have not been scheduled. As we mentioned, we will have special reports on the medical marijuana debate in each newscast today. Now, coming up on News 2 at 4, Haley Wilgus shows us the complicated science behind the use of medical marijuana. And then at 6:30, Bob Mueller and Haley will host a town hall on the medical marijuana debate. You can watch it here on News 2. The conversation will continue at 7 o'clock live on WKRN.com and on Facebook.